Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, we're going to be talking about one of the most recent news in the NBA. After the Kevin Durant trade, it was reported by The Athletic that the Suns are going to try to trade Bradley Beal after trading for Jalen Green and moving Kevin Durant to the Rockets, getting Dillon Brooks and Jalen Green. But it is going to be hard to do that with Bradley Beal's no-trade clause. There were only two teams that were eager to trade for Bradley Beal at the trade deadline. It was the Atlanta Hawks and the Washington Wizards were the two only teams that had any interest of trading for Bradley Beal. We saw the Wizards trade for Chris Middleton's terrible contract. I'm guessing that maybe the Wizards, the interest they had in Beal potentially might have been a Kuzma-Beal trade. I'm not sure. But we do know the Wizards were interested in it and the Atlanta Hawks were. But who knows if those teams still have interest in Beal. But, this year, he actually, honestly, in my opinion, Beal did not play terrible this year. Beal averaged 17 points per game, 4 assists per game, and a total of, 4 assists per game, 1 steal per game, 3 rebounds per game. Shot an amazing 39% from 3, averaged 49% from the floor in 32 minutes per game. 2023-24 season, 18 points per game, 5 assists per game, 4 rebounds per game, shooting 43% from 3. And, I think it's solid being a third option. I think for being the guy that is the third option next to Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, those numbers are good, in my opinion. Those numbers are good when you're being the second option. The third option next to Durant and Booker. Here's where the problem. It's the contract that Beal has and the money he is making putting up those numbers. If he was someone who was not making a lot of money and he was the third option putting up those numbers next to Durant and Booker, there is no problem. But the fact that Beal makes as much money as he does, making $40+ million a year, that's where why he doesn't have any value and why it's such a bad contract. I know he's not playing at the level he was years ago with Washington when he was averaging 30 points per game a season, but of course he's not going to average 30 points per game in a season when he's playing next to Durant and Booker. Honestly, if anyone expected that from Beal, when the Suns and Wizards made that trade, you're crazy. Because this is a guy that was averaging 23 points per game before the Suns trade. And then you go and play with Durant and Booker. Of course, his numbers are going to go down. But the problem is he's making this type of money playing that type of basketball. If he made a lot less money, he would be a great value player for the Suns. I think he'd be a piece that it'd be easy to, get rid of him. But the no trade clause and the terrible contract make it worse to get rid of him. Let me know your thoughts on the Suns potentially trading Bradley Beal in the comment section. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.